And I'm Andrea. And welcome to our podcast.
Yes. Andrea, I am so excited for today's podcast.
Yeah, do you know what we're going to be talking about today?
No, can you tell me?
Yes, today we're going to be talking about the 17th century.
Whoa, I'm excited.
Yeah, Daniela, did you know that the 17th century is often referred to as the Golden Age?
I had heard about it, but I just never paid attention.
Yeah, well, let's get right into it, and let's talk about our first topic.
Okay, I'm excited.
Today, we're going to be discussing life in the colonies, such as religion, economy, diversity, and their daily life.
Anything else?
Yeah, we're also going to be explaining at least two major events that led to the Revolutionary War, such as the French and Indian War.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Alright, Daniela, let's get started. Can you tell me more about the life in the colonies in the 17th century?
Yes. In the 17th centuries, French and Dutch colonies in North America were modest in comparison to Spain's colossal global empire. Dutch trade goods also circulated widely among the native peoples in these areas and also traveled well into the interior of the colonists along pre-existing native trade routes.
That's cool. Did you know that the French fur traders and missionaries were ranged far into the interior of North America? They also explored the Great Lakes region and the Mississippi River.
I did not know that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We can also talk about the fur trading in New Netherlands. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, conflict with native peoples as well as dissatisfaction with the Dutch West Indian Company's trading practices made the Dutch outpost an undesirable place for many migrants.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Also, the Dutch West Indian Company imported some of 450 enslaved African Americans between 1626 and 1664.
Oh my gosh. I also learned that Jewish immigrants became residents in the beginning of the 1650s. So did a wide variety of people that lived in New Netherlands from the start. As new settlers arrived, the colony of New Netherlands stretched further to the north and the west.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Andrea, could you tell me a little bit about religion, or what do you know about religion?
In the 17th century, there was members of a society called the Jesuits.
What were the Jesuits?
They were an elite religious order that was founded in the 1500s. They founded this to spread Catholicism, in which was a combat into the spread of Protestantism. There was a handful of French Jesuit priests who also made their way to Canada with the intent on converting the native inhabitants to Catholicism.
Andrea, did you also know that the English established nearly a dozen colonies?
No,
sending swarms of immigrants to populate the land.
Did you know that there was also poor health, lack of food, and fighting with other native peoples who took the lives of many of the original Jamestown settlers?
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine that.
Did you know that their economic stability came from the lucrative cultivation of tobacco?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Smoking tobacco was a long-standing practice that was among the native peoples and English and other European consumers who soon adopted in 1614. The Virginia colony began exporting tobacco back to England, which earned it a sizable profit and saved the colony from a ruin.
Whoa.
Yeah. A second tobacco colony, which was Maryland, was also formed in 1634, which was when King Charles I granted its charter to the Calvert family for their loyal service to England. Daniela, how do people take care of these plants?
The mature leaf of the plant then had to be cured, basically dried, which necessitated the construction of drying barns. Once cured, the tobacco had to be packaged in hogsheads. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Large wooden barrels and loaded aboard ships, which also required considerable labor.
Wow, it's a lot of labor.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Andrea, let's take a little joke break, okay?
Okay.
I have a joke for you.
Tell me, what is it?
Andrea, what type of tea did American colonists want?
I don't know, Daniela, what type of tea did they want?
They wanted liberty. Okay, I have another one, Andrea.
Oh, okay. Tell me.
What was the most popular dance in the 17th colonial America?
I don't know. What was it?
The Indian dance.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Daniela, can you tell me 2 major events that led to the revolution?
Yeah, for sure. One of them was the Proclamation of 1763. It created a proclamation line along the Appalachian Mountains, designating the lands to the west as Indian Territory.
Alright, now, why was this line created?
This line was created because many colonists felt it violated their rights as British subjects to settle in own land. That is crazy to me.
Yeah. Now that we know about the proclamation of 1763, can you tell me of another event that led to the revolution?
Yes, for sure. The Stamp Act!
Oh yeah, the Stamp Act. Can you tell me what the Stamp Act is?
The act required the colonists to pay a tax represented by a stamp. It was a direct tax imposed by the British government without the approval of the colonial legislatures and was payable to hard to obtain British sterling rather than colonial currency.
Didn't they also get punished if they were accused of violating the Stamp Act, as in prosecution?
Yeah. Can you believe that? That is so crazy.
They also had no juries, and they could be held anywhere in the British Empire. That's pretty crazy. to me.
Dang, girl, you know your history.
Yeah, I know my history. And that's it for our podcast about the 17th century.
Yes. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Thank you for watching, and bye.